I was wrong. I thought that vaping represented about 5% of the harms of smoking cigarettes because of this Royal College of Physicians report from the UK. But this new study coming out of South Korea really throws it into question. South Korean study, they tracked 4.5 million smokers and compared those that quit entirely versus those that quit and continued vaping. And they found that the risk of dying from lung cancer was double when they continued vaping after quitting versus quitting entirely. The all-cause mortality risk was also about 22% higher. But that combined with this Ohio State University study, which found that dual-use smokers who both heavily smoke cigarettes and vape are about 4 times as likely to get lung cancer as those who just heavily smoke, is really starting to throw into question how damaging vaping is and whether the effects actually are additive with smoking cigarettes, which they certainly seem to be, because this Ohio State University one controlled for the number of cigarettes that people had cumulatively smoked. Now, to be clear, when we look at people who have only vaped without ever regularly smoking cigarettes, we don't see an increase in lung cancer. Now, that could be because it's just too early. I mean, Juul's been out for like a decade. And it certainly seems that vaping is much safer than cigarette smoking still. As opposed to the 5% figure I mentioned earlier, it looks like the median consensus is now about 25%, but this is all just guesstimates until we get the data. It just seems like evidence is emerging that if you smoke cigarettes regularly, vaping makes things even worse versus just adding a tiny bit of incremental harm. Vaping still better than smoking cigs though.